Is this a sign that Jungkook can't stand the sight of Taehyung's spotlight on Celine? Why did Bang's Si-hyuk intervene himself? And what exactly does Jungkook want to prove with this sudden decision? As the fashion world focuses on Paris, a shocking news from behind the scenes HYB begins to emerge. Jungkook is rumored to be ready to catch up with Taehyung to Celine Hollywood. But it's not just about performing, it's about accomplishing something deeper, more personal, and much more emotional. Is this the beginning of a silent confrontation between two BTS icons that we never imagined before? The world's cameras have not yet completely turned away from the magnificent stage of Hotel Colbert de Torquay, where Kim Taehyung, V of BTS, exuded his incredible aura in the Celine Printemps 2026 fashion show. As the world is enthralled by Taehyung's charisma and elegance, tucked away is the unease that is beginning to resonate from Seoul. And now, the voice is louder than ever. Jungkook will follow, but not as an ordinary guest, not just as a BTS member, but as someone who wants to prove something. The question is, prove what? And to whom? When photos of Taehyung with Naomi Watts and Park Bo-gum filled social media, and when Celine exclusively released a spring 2026 video focused solely on her, a thing that has never been done for any brand ambassador, rumors began to spread. Not among ordinary fans, but within industrial circles. An imbalance, a shift in the spotlight, and, as internal sources reveal, a decision from Bang Si-hyuk that could change the course of public attention in an instant. What's really going on behind the scenes? Why did Bang Si-hyuk, a big figure who rarely intervenes directly in fashion show affairs, suddenly hold a closed-door meeting at the HYB building shortly after Taehyung's video was released by Celine? And why did Jungkook's name suddenly become the main discussion in the meeting? The question has not yet been fully answered. But one thing is now certain. Jungkook is scheduled to appear at the next Celine Hollywood event. And a source close to the matter said that this decision came not from the usual management team or promotion strategy, but from Bang Si-hyuk himself. Yes, the founder of HYB. Men who don't make decisions based on momentary fame or visual euphoria. He only acts when there is something bigger going on. Something personal. Many have speculated that this is a moment of retribution. Not in a sense of hostility, but as an answer to the huge spotlight that Taehyung had just enjoyed. Jungkook, the golden magne who has been known to be calm and not show too much ambition in the realm of fashion, suddenly agreed to an invitation to attend the next most prestigious fashion event. But pay attention, not in Paris, but in Hollywood. It is Celine's stage that will lead more to global exposure and transcontinental celebrity. Does Jungkook feel left behind? Is there a sense of unrevealed that he has kept against Celine's decision that seems more in favor of Taehyung? Or does Jungkook want to show the world that he is also capable of conjuring the spotlight without needing to be given a stage first? The fact that Celine made a special video for Taehyung alone has sparked a lot of comments from netizens. Hasn't Jungkook also attended Celine's events before? Wrote a fan on X, formerly Twitter. Why is it that only Taehyung is given such exclusivity? Is Jungkook not considered that iconic? The comments sparked debate. But even more surprising, when just 2 days after the Celine Paris event took place, some Korean journalists began to receive exclusive invitations to follow the Celine Hollywood schedule that will be held in the next 2 months. The name on the invitation? John Jungkook, not just being present. It's called Highlight Guest, and even more shocking information came from a famous fashion editor from London. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar Korea, she said, "I heard that Celine is preparing something that has never been done before, a balanced performance between her two global ambassadors Taehyung and Jungkook, in a dual stage format." But reportedly, this was more due to internal pressure from HYB herself, specifically Bang Si-hyuk. The word internal pressure ignited new speculation. Is there really an imbalance between the promotional priorities given to Taehyung and those Jungkook receives? Does Bang Si-hyuk feel the need to balance the image? Or is this a subtle way to answer the hidden disappointment on Jungkook's own part? If we look further, it's not just Celine who shapes this narrative. Taehyung has been a hot topic throughout the month, from an exclusive dinner with Park Bo-gum before the show to a full-length visual monologue video showcasing his artistic side. Many fans welcomed it with joy. But not a few also feel that the spotlight is too centered, too one-sided. And it starts to cause that tension not spoken. Several accounts of Jungkook's large fanbase began voicing their disappointment covertly. Captions that were previously full of enthusiasm are now beginning to be filled with satirical sentences. "We love to see BTS members shine, but when is Jungkook's turn?" wrote one of them, which was immediately flooded with 80,000 likes in just 4 hours. I asked, this just a momentary emotional reaction from fans? Or does it actually reflect a more serious internal conversation behind the walls of HYB? Bang Si-hyuk's decision to step in could be a turning point. An internal source mentioned that Jungkook's creative team is currently in the process of finalizing the concept for his Celine Hollywood appearance. Not only fashion statement, but touted there will be elements of personal storytelling. A message he wanted to convey not to the world, but perhaps to someone. Is that Taehyung? On the same day that Celine Hollywood's invitation was leaked to the public, Jungkook uploaded a dark photo on his Instagram story.
No captions.
Just a silhouette of him in front of the mirror, with a faint reflection of light and an expression that looked like it was holding something back. Fans are speculating. Is this a hint of something he's been feeling lately? Right in ARMY. Some analysts of Korean pop culture refer to this as a form of soft rivalry that often occurs in the entertainment industry, especially between two figures with the same spotlight and influence. But what distinguishes this time is the emotions that loom behind the steps. If this is really a rivalry, then it's not about who is more fashionable. It's about validation. Does Jungkook want to prove that he is also worthy of being on the same exclusive level? Or does he actually not care about spotlight, but wants to make sure that there is no gap between them, Taehyung and himself, in both the public and industry eyes? One thing is starting to become clear. Celine Hollywood is no longer just a fashion show. This could be the biggest emotional stage the two BTS members have ever had, who all this time seem to be united but keep things they have never revealed in front of the camera. And when Bang Si-hyuk himself begins to get involved in the design of this scenario, then this is no longer just a promotion. It's a strategy. This may be a confession. And maybe even proof that we still don't know what will happen in Celine Hollywood. But if all of these clues are true, from Bang Si-hyuk's pressure, Jungkook's silent gestures, to the undeniable spotlight Taehyung received, then the biggest question isn't whether Jungkook will make it. And while the world was still talking about how Park Bo-gum's chatter sounded at the exclusive dinner table before the fashion show, about how Taehyung looked different after enlistment, about how Celine gave him complete artistic freedom in the video project, Jungkook's name appeared from an unexpected angle. He did not greet the public. He gave no clarification. But precisely in that silence, speculation becomes an unstoppable flame. Is there any hurt that he harbored when he saw Taehyung's video airing without any involvement from other BTS members? Does the moment when Taehyung speaks in a visual monologue about identity, freedom, and the new self feel like a